She cute. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome, nice to meet you. If you are returning, how are you? Like, what's new? What's up? Like, let me know. How's your day going? So today's video is going to be a little different. This is not a nail video. This is not a get ready with me. Oh yeah, y'all, that was real ghetto. Look at my nail. Look at my nail. I'm gonna fix it eventually. I gotta take all of them off anyways. If there is background noise, I do apologize. My little brother is in the living room watching his YouTube. So like I said, today's video is different. Today we are going to do the first Fabulous Fridays with Faith. Today's video topic is going to be about college. I know, maybe you wanted something a little juicier, but I feel like this video is kind of needed, and so therefore that's what I'm gonna do. Did your girl put on lashes just to put on glasses? Yes ma'am, I did, because you could be cute and see at the same time, period. As usual, we're gonna start this video off with a scripture, and today's scripture is Jeremiah 29 verse 11, and it reads, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." This time I read from the New International Version, and so now that we got that out of the way, now you're watching me and you're not subscribed yet? Like, what's up with that? That's rude. I wouldn't do you like that, so why would you do me like that? I'll wait. Thank you. And now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the video. Okay, so you guys know I am currently in college. I attend Delaware State University. My major is biology with a concentration in health professions. I am a senior. We'll get into that. But I am a senior, but we'll get into that. So this video is going to be about things that they don't prepare you for. You know, like high school is probably like a universal, but like in high school, like all my teachers would tell me, oh, your professors are going to be hard, you know, and like they put me through hell in high school. And then I got to college, and it's like the professors be writing one-word emails in response to your MLA format emails, you know. That's annoying. That's annoying. But the professors are not like what our teachers drilled into us when we were in high school. I think my expectations of college were so high because of the things my teachers told me in high school. And the reality is, it ain't even there. It ain't even up there. Okay, it's not. Let's be real. It's not. So anyways, I say all this to say, I'm going to be in this video telling you a few things that they don't prepare you for. And so now that I've explained a little bit about what this video is going to be about, let's get into it. So first, I think everyone talks about this the most, which is why it's first. And it's not that people don't prepare you for this in college, but I still wanted to talk about it. The freshman 15. Okay, when you go away, now let me disclaimer, I went away to college. I am still going away to college in a sense, you know, Corona, so I'm home. But I still attend college out of state, right? That freshman 15, let me tell you, honey, for me, it was not freshman 15, sweetie. It was freshman 45. I don't know how many pounds I gained within the first semester. All I remember, let me tell y'all a story. I went away, right? And if I figure out how to insert pictures, I'll show pictures of how I looked in high school. how I looked when I was about to leave for college, and how I looked the first time I came home, and how I looked at the end of the year. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I went away, right? The first time I came home was probably in maybe like September, spring, summer.
Okay. September, spring, spring, summer.
It was like around September, right? I went away in August. I left at the end of August, or was it about close to the end of August, but not exactly the end of August, because I left before my sister's birthday. So we turned it into a family vacation in Delaware. Not much of a vacation because it's Delaware. What could you really do? But anyways, so I came home, and all I remember is my grandmother. And I came home and I walked through the door, and the first thing she said to me was, "You gained a lot of weight." And I was hurt, honey. I was hurt because in my head, I'm like, I didn't gain no weight. Like, I look the same. I'm barely eating anyway. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Honey, I gained so much weight. The way I look now, my face was a little fatter. Okay? She was a little fatter that first year. I'm slowly going down, but my weight fluctuates. But anyway, the amount of weight you gain that freshman year, because I feel like all these different emotions, you know, you have all these different emotions, and then you're hungry, so you go to the cafeteria, you eat, or you start night snacking. You know, you're up late and you're writing papers, and you got like ramen noodles under your bed, in the box under your bed, and so you make some and you go to the kitchen. Now, let me tell y'all this nonsense, okay? I was a little irritated my freshman year at Delaware State because, and my friends will attest to this, my roommate will attest to this, because, you know, we was obviously roommates and we lived in the same building. Honey, they closed the kitchen at like, I forgot what time it was. It was 2 separate times. They closed the kitchen at a certain time during the week, like the weekdays, and then they closed it at a little later time on the weekends. How you gonna tell me when to stop eating? You know? How you gonna tell me I can't go in the kitchen and get my stuff? It was a community kitchen. And then on top of that, let me tell y'all another story. Let me tell y'all what's tea, okay? One time we had gotten Chinese food. And I didn't finish it all, so I put it in the fridge, you know. And I had my little case, because we weren't allowed to have mini fridges, unless, you know, you snuck it in. And I mean, you could sneak it in, but me, I wasn't taking no chances, so I didn't have a mini fridge. I just used the community fridge. Ciao. I put my Chinese food in there, and I had an egg roll. Or was it a shrimp roll? I think it was a shrimp roll. And I was waiting to eat it when I got home from class the next day when I got back. Child, while I went in the kitchen, opened the fridge, I took out my little lunch bag. My egg roll was gone. Why did they rip open? They completely ripped open my Chinese food bag, took the egg roll, and then closed it back and put the rip side on the bottom, so that I can't tell from looking in the fridge that it was open. And I still to this day want to know who ate my shrimp roll. Still to this day. Yeah, the weight gain is ridiculous. You know, they don't prepare you for that. Okay, honey, because I was skinny. And mind you, that'll be a topic for another video, because I used to think I was fat. And if I could find a picture, I'll show y'all what I looked like in high school, and I thought I was fat. But that's a topic for another video, okay? Next topic kind of ties hand in hand with the weight gain. It's homesickness. They don't prepare you for that. They don't prepare you for the homesickness. Now, I am speaking from my perspective, okay? Like I said, went away to college. So If you stay home, you most likely are not going to be homesick, you know, because you're home. I was homesick a lot, and they don't prepare you for that. And because I was homesick, I think I tended to eat more than I normally would when I'm home, because what else am I going to do but eat? They don't prepare you for missing birthdays that happen during the week. My little sister's birthday is August 25th. August 25th, I'm already at school. My little brother's birthday September 10th. They don't prepare you for that. My grandma's birthday is September 6th. Like, they don't prepare you to miss family birthdays. And I would have to be on the phone with my mother. She can attest to this. I'd be on the phone with my mother in between classes. I'd have class at 12, and then I'd have class at 1. That 10 minutes break, I'm calling my mother. As I'm walking to the next building, I'm calling my mother because I missed home. I come from, I don't want to say strict, but to me, it was a strict Christian household. Like, there was no me going to parties. There was no me going to sleepovers. None of that in high school or younger, you know? Like, there was none of that at all. It was you go to school and you come home. It was none of that, can I go sleep over at so-and-so house? No, it was none of that. Can I go to a party? No, like, it was none of that. And so I had the first taste of freedom, you know, and you would think faith, you know, go take it, you know, like, go out. But I don't know, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I missed home. Like, I wanted to come home. And there's a video, my friends have it. I think I have it too. I would not even embarrass myself by putting it in here. But there was a video, and it's like I'm eating Domino's and I'm crying, and I'm like, I just want to go home while I'm eating cold Domino's. Okay, like, that's how real it was. Like, I was ready to transfer my freshman year. Like, I didn't want to be there anymore, And I was, what, a month in? I didn't want to be there. So yeah, they don't prepare you for homesickness. Another thing, they don't prepare you for the possible loss of friends when you go away. Or in general, like, when you go to college. Like, you're all going down different paths now. You're not, like, some people, you're in the same school with some people year after year after year, and then you go to college and you have different career choices. You have different things you want to do with your life. Some might not want to go to college because, you know, school is not for everyone. Some might not go to school, and you might, or vice versa, you know, and then you end up going to different schools. Some may stay in state. All of my friends stayed in state. Like, I was the only one who went away, you know. I was the only one that went away. And so everybody else was in New York. They probably, you know, they stayed friends. Me, because I was away, I feel like that bond, that distance, and like the different schedules and stuff, it causes you not to keep in contact as much. And it's like, it's not hard, no hard feelings, you know, no bad blood. It's just you drift apart. And so I was not prepared for that in college. Like, I thought, yeah, these my girls, like, we're gonna be friends forever. And it wasn't like that. I probably talked to, out of all of them, 3. And not even on a regular basis either. It's like, from high school, 2 of them I knew since middle school. You know, they don't prepare you for that at all. And they don't also prepare you on the same spectrum for not having any friends when you get to college. Like, this, I don't know if this makes me sound like a loser or what, but when I was in college, that first month and a half, sweetie, I was by myself. If anything, I was with my roommate and her friend that she came to the college with. And that was about it. But, like, in that beginning stages, they were my friends, but it wasn't on the same level as my friends. So to me, you know, I had no friends. And then, yeah, that leads you into the next thing they don't prepare you for, which is depression. Now, I'm not saying, you know, not having friends makes you depressed. I mean, it all depends on how you look at things. But for me, it was between the fact that I realized that I gained so much weight. Then I had no friends. I was bonds were breaking like left and right between friends that I had from high school. Then on top of that, I was homesick. And so that led to me being very sad all the time, and I was depressed. And then you have life situations that happen, like things that happen when you're home that you're not there for. And so or you have to come right back to school after whatever happens, you know. And it's like how do you deal with that? Like, they don't prepare you for that. And it's like, oh, go see a counselor. Everyone is not comfortable talking to everyone. I had a therapist. I went to therapy every week in high school for, I think, the last 2 years of my high school career. And I was comfortable with my therapist. But then you go to another state and it's like, oh, they want you to talk to a school counselor. Some of the counselors are your peers. It's like, I don't feel comfortable telling them my problems, because last thing I need is for them to know someone and then they go tell someone else, you know. And it's like, oh, therapist, patient, whatever, something, confidentiality. And it's like at the end of the day, like, if people want to talk, they're going to talk. And I think I haven't gotten out of that funk yet. You would think, like, once I started getting closer with people and I started forming friendships, like I was getting out of my little bubble and I was more comfortable being away at school and whatever, you would think I would have gotten out of that funk. And sweet tea, honey, baby, she never got out of it. And that's okay, because I'm working on it. Period, poo. Next, they don't prepare you for failure. You know, everyone's mindset is, if you choose to go to college, like, you obviously, you know, you're gonna succeed. Everyone who goes to college does not succeed. Some people drop out in their first semester. There was a lot of people that I've had class with first semester, and I ain't seen none of them back again the spring semester, you know. And it be like that sometimes. But then let me tell y'all, it's another thing also when you're trying your hardest and you feel like it's still not good enough. And then you come home for the holidays, you come home for Thanksgiving. Now everybody asking you, oh, how's school, how's your grades? And it's like, do I tell them the truth, or do I tell them, you know, everything's fine when everything is not fine? It's like, do I tell them I'm failing 2 classes and I don't know if I'm gonna make it? Like, do I tell them I want to drop out? Like, do I tell them that? Or like, do I be like, yeah, I'm good, my classes are good, they're all right, I like my professor? Like, what do I say? Honestly, especially when you have so many people rooting for you because they watched you grow up, and now everyone wants to know how this future pediatric neurosurgeon is doing. And it's like, she's struggling, but it's like, do you tell them that? Or do you, like, I don't know, you lie, you know? They don't prepare you for certain decisions. They don't prepare you for none of that. And so that's really it. But they don't. Another thing that may come hand in hand with failure is realizing you don't have any clue what you want to do with your life anymore. You get there and you think, oh, I'm a major in this, and that, and I'm gonna take this, and that course, and these electives, I'm gonna volunteer here, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And it's like, then you realize you have no clue what you want to do anymore. The major you're in, you realize you absolutely hate it, and it's not gonna make you happy. And let me tell you, the best thing for you to do is do something that makes you happy. You don't want to be in a situation where you stay in a major and you lose absolutely all motivation, because then you're subconsciously preparing yourself for a life in which you settle for being unhappy, just to, whether it's keep other people happy or it's for the money. And you never want to be in a situation like that, regardless of if that major is going to get you into a career where you become a millionaire. Everyone wants to be a millionaire, but you have to know money is not going to make you happy at the end of the day. The richest people still come home, their house is empty. You know, they're empty inside because they're not happy. They settled. And you never want to put yourself in a situation where you do that. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I went into college and I was a psychology major. I still had the same career goal in mind, but I figured I could major in psychology, and I realized I absolutely hated it. I hated it. And so I switched my major. Now, what also goes hand in hand is when you switch your major, regardless of what year you switch your major, then you have to remember that you might be there a little longer. And so that's why earlier I said we'll talk about it, because although I am a senior, most likely I will not graduate on time. And then I do want to say, it's not how fast you get out as long as you graduate. Like, everyone is not going to graduate in 4 years, you know? Like, they're not. And that's just the fact. Things happen, situations come up, and you end up spending more time at the school than you wanted to. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm graduating probably a semester late. No more than a semester. Child, I'm not doing it. But I want to say this. When you're preparing for college, anyone who is not at that level yet, who isn't in college yet, I just want to say this from person to person, human to human. If you're going to take this step to go to college, make sure that is absolutely what you want to do. Okay? Absolutely, without a doubt. Make sure that you work as hard as you can. And sometimes, working as hard as you can, you're gonna face a little hiccups, which will put you a few steps back. But as long as you cross that finish line, like that, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And that's that on that. You know, girls, y'all know you cannot have too much lip gloss. But yeah, so just make sure it's absolutely what you want to do. And although I'm talking about college, this goes for anything you do in life. Make sure it is your 100% positive that is what you want to do. That goes for all aspects of life. All aspects. If you are not going to put your 100%, your all into something, don't do something, because it's pointless. You're wasting your time and money, depending on the situation. Like, it's pointless. There's no point at all. There's no point. So that was also another point, possibly not graduating on time. They don't prepare you for that. I definitely thought I was going to graduate on time. And I got lucky when I changed my major, because the classes that I took, most of the classes that I took my freshman fall semester, I needed it for my biology major. It worked out for me, but it doesn't work out for some people, because sometimes you're completely changing the field you are in and the college you're in. So like, I went from, I stayed in the same college. When I'm talking about college, I'm talking about like overall department. Like, there's sciences, there's criminal justice, there's social sciences. Those, like the umbrella departments. And then you have your majors underneath. I'm not talking about changing schools. That's different. And so it kind of worked out for me, but it doesn't work out like that for everyone, because what if you were in a science major and then you realize you absolutely detested it, and you realize you just want to be a teacher, so you switch to education. Those classes aren't the same. Now your gen ed classes, most likely, you need them for all majors, but other than that, everything else is different. And so they don't prepare you for that. Like, I think in high school, their main focus is the teachers are hard. That's it. That's really all they said to me, especially my senior year. It was just, oh, you're going to have to write more essays than this. You're going to have to write longer essays than this. Honey, them professors don't want to read all of that. Most of them, they don't want to read all of that at all. Let's be real. So another thing they don't prepare you for is financial crisis. Now, some people think, or some people, they get to college and they're like, I'm gonna get a job, blah blah blah. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And it's like, okay, you can do that, but some people can't handle. Like me, I cannot handle the stress of working as well as trying to complete my work on time. I can't. Everyone's not built the same. We all can't work and go to school at the same time. Everyone just can't do it. And I'm one of those people. And so then you end up, sometimes you have no money, and your friends want to go out and you have no money. Now, me and my friends, like, we know, like, if we're gonna go and we need to spot someone, we're gonna spot them, because we know at the end of the day they do the same thing for us. But that's just me and my friends. Everyone is not built like that. Everyone does not have big generous hearts. Like, some people, you'll say, oh, I don't have money, and they'll go, all right, well, we'll catch you later, and I guess there's nothing wrong with that. But for me personally, I can't. If I have it, trust and believe my friends have it too. Like, regardless. Like, you can ask any one of my friends, regardless. Like, period. If I'm eating, we all eating. Like, last thing I do want to talk about is the poor balance between work and play. You go to school for the degree, right? That's the reason you decided to go. But you can't be all work and no play. And then, on the other hand, you can't be all play and no work. You can't go to school, get a taste of the fast life with the parties and the drinking and the smoking and whatever, the sneaking boys into the dorms, the sneaking girls into the dorms. You have to have some type of balance, and some people lose sight of that. They either become so engrossed in the work that they don't have any breaks. They don't give themselves any breaks to, like, relax and wind down and take your mind off of the studying for once, And then some people don't get back into the work and forget to sit down and study. It goes both ways. It's two ends of the same stick. And some people get on this side, some people end up on this side. You need to end up in the middle. You need to have a balance, so I think for the most part, that's really all I wanted to get into. If you want more videos like this, make sure you comment down below. Give me some video topics that you might want to hear me talk about. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. If you stayed this long and you still aren't subscribed, baby, what are you doing? Like, I wouldn't do you like that, so don't do me like that. Thank you. So make sure you subscribe, turn on those post notifications. I am in the process of working on filming the very first Spiritual Sunday, and as explained in my intro video, this will just be me asking people with more knowledge, whether they're pastors, ministers, whatever, asking them the questions you would like answered or clarification on, and so we can have a dialogue and you can get those answers. So I will be posting on my Instagram story to send questions. So make sure you go to my Instagram at f.nayomii and follow me and place your questions. So yeah, as always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing. Without further ado, I'm just gonna close this video out. And as always, have a wonderful and have a blessed day. And remember, I'm gonna just start saying this. Remember to always just have faith.